it's Shaniqua Dasher and
Kayla Dasher
of Dasher Creations, and welcome to the first installment of our Women's History Crafting Series with Crayola. We are so excited to present this series with you. We're going to be doing 5 crafts in the month of March representing different women in American history. So, without further ado, our first craft is the wonderful, iconic artist Frida Kahlo. We will be making these beautiful flower crowns made from the Paper Flower Collection, which is a STEM kit that you can buy from Crayola. And we will be making a flower crown because Frida Kahlo is known for her iconic flower crown. She always wore crowns of flowers and ribbons and beautiful things. So that's what we're going to be creating today. Now, all you need for this craft is the Paper Flower STEM kit from Crayola. What else do you need, Kayla?
You need some super thick Crayola markers, or they can be washable markers. If you want, you can have a white crayon.
We're going to show you a really cool trick you can do with the white crayon, and that actually comes in the kit, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so all of that comes in the kit. You're going to get 3 markers already in your kit, and we just have some extra colors as well.
Also, you're going to need pom-poms.
So we're going to use small pom-poms. Now, for the center of the flowers. The flower kit comes complete with a center. However, when we create the the flower crown, we're going to have to remove the center in order to let it lay flat. You can also cut the back off, but I just found it a little bit easier to just use the pom-poms in the center. Anything else we need? We need some scissors, some Crayola scissors, and a ruler. And if you're going to do some math along with us, you grab yourself a tape measure so that you can measure your head. And I'm going to teach you a new vocabulary word today for measuring when you're measuring your head. All right. The last thing you need is some paper. So you can use some construction paper. We're using the Vivid Color Cardstock from Crayola. But you can use any kind of paper you choose, and that's just going to be used for the strips to go around your head. And without further ado, let's get started.
Yes.
So the first thing we're going to do is create our flowers from the STEM kit. After you create your flowers, you're going to have to let your flowers dry before you start manipulating them to do the actual flower crown. But we're going to show you how to make the flowers, and then we'll show you what to do when it's time to make your crown. All right, so let's get started. Grab one of those sheets. Inside of your paper flower kit, you're going to see sheets like this. Okay. On each sheet, you have 4 different size flowers. So we punch these out, and Kayla, you can actually punch these out. Yep. And so when you punch these out, you'll end up with something like this. This is only 3 of the 4, and I'm just going to do a very simple 3-layer flower. Kayla may choose to do a 4-layer flower. All right, so now we're going to show you a really cool trick that you can do. You can decorate your flowers before or after you watch them grow with your ink dye or your washable dye. But I'm going to decorate before because I want to use a white crayon, okay? So what happens is when you use the white crayon to decorate, there's going to be a negative space or an empty space where you put the white crayon, so that color goes all throughout the petals and that white crayon leaves empty spots. So I'm going to do like polka dots on just my top layer. I'm not going to worry about the other layers. I'm going to do polka dots on my top layer of my flower. All right. Now that I have the top layer with polka dots, I'm going to layer a medium-sized layer underneath that, and then a larger layer underneath that. And I'm going to make sure that I see the hole right through the center so that it's lined up. Awesome. Just sit that. I'll take care of that for you. All right. Kayla, go ahead and layer yours. How are you going to decorate your flower?
I'm actually not going to decorate.
Ooh, so you're going to leave it plain. All right, so Kayla's not going to decorate her flower. So now what we're going to do is we are going to insert, you have these little pieces. These are like the bottom pieces to the flower. And you also have these wicks. These wicks are what actually take the ink and travel them through the flowers. This is actually a STEM project because if you use a real flower and stick it in colored water, there's something that might happen. And I'm not going to tell you what because we're going to see what's going to happen here. All right, so you stick the stem inside of this plastic piece. Make sure it's in good. Go ahead and do yours, Kayla. Okay. Here you go. Woo. All right, and then you have these little centerpieces like where the pollen would be, and that's going to go through your layers of flowers. All right, so you're going to stick it right through, and then you're going to press that inside of your full flower. All right, be very careful. You don't want your wick to bend, and I pressed it in, and if you need a little extra pressure, you can get help from a parent. Kayla, let me know if you need a little extra pressure. You need help? All right. Okay. So now the next thing we're going to do is use that color chart that comes inside the paper flower kit. So if you want to grab that, Kayla, we have little flower pots with little pretend grass. And then we have a color chart. The color chart tells you what kind of colors you can achieve using a mix of different primary colors. So I am gonna, what color flower should I make, Kayla? You choose.
I think you should make this pink.
All right, I'm gonna make a pink flower. And Kayla, what kind of flower are you gonna make? And the pink flower tells me I need to use 4 yellow drops and 16 magenta drops. So I'm gonna use yellow and magenta ink. What color would you like to use, Kayla?
You can choose what
I would like for you to do that pretty teal color that you did before.
Okay, 16 drops of blue
Mm-hmm.
and 4 yellow.
All right, 16 drops of blue and 4 yellow. I'm going to open my little flower pot. I'm going to take my ink and I'm going to drop 4 yellows. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'll take this.
And she needs that now. And then I'm going to drop 16 magenta. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then, guys, put your grass on first. Now put it in the dimple. Here we go.
I'm just going to do the next step.
Put it in the dimple. And then add water using the flower pot. You want me to do that part for you? There you go. I'm going to put the water in here and you can do the flower pot. There you go. All right, you have a cute little blue flower pot that comes with the kit, and that helps you measure the amount of water you need. And then there's a little opening, and you just use that blue and pour it in the spout. So now we have like a cup of water that we're using since we're not at the sink.
And then you can watch your thing blue.
There we go. All right, so now I'm just gonna pour my water in as well. I think I have paper towels for that.
Yes.
Got a little water spill, and that's okay. There we go. And then if you watch, you can see the ink traveling up the stem. And I'm going to show you that full process of the flower maturing. Now, it takes about 15 up to 30 minutes for the full color to hit all of your flower, okay? And you'll notice that as it goes, it'll go segment by segment. Don't be impatient. Don't worry. If you see it coming up the stem and it's already coming through the paper, it will saturate the entire flower. You just have to let it grow and give it time. You can't grow a flower in 2 minutes, so you can't expect this to grow in 2 minutes either. All right, so we're gonna sit these to the side, and then we're gonna show you how to do the process for your headband. Here we go. And let's dry our little workspace real quick. Where's that paper towel? All right, so now we're going to do our headbands. I'm going to teach you, because I always like to incorporate math through my Calculate and Create program, I'm going to teach you a new vocabulary word today, and that word is circumference. What is that word, Kayla? Circumference. And circumference is the distance around something that's round, like your head. And since we're talking about Frida Kahlo, your cabeza, which is your head in Espanol. I hope I said that well. All right. You just dried your little area, honey, and just said, forget mommy.
Why? You just take the towel from the trash.
Thank you. Oh, thanks. Thanks a bunch. All right, so we're going to measure the circumference of Kayla's head we're going to measure the circumference of Kayla's head using our tape measure, okay? Remember, when you measure, you start at the very beginning of the tape measure and go all the way around until you get to a place where you're going to stop. So I'm going to go around Kayla's head like a halo.
It's cold.
It's cold. And Kayla's noggin is 21 inches, okay? Her noggin is 21 inches. So we're going to cut some strips of paper that measure out to 21 inches in length, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So how do we go from a round head to a flat piece of paper? All right, we're going to take this ruler, and Kayla, you can actually do this. Take this ruler and just draw a straight line down, and then magically we'll end up with strips. But you take the ruler, draw a line straight down, hold on, there we go, I can hold it for you, and then you will cut that, and you'll do another line and cut that. You'll need about 3 lines for your head, and then you'll cut off the extra, okay? And so after you do that, you'll have these strips, okay? The width of them is the same width of our ruler, which is about an inch. Yeah, it's about an inch in width. All right, so now that we have these strips, how big was your head?
21 inches, but this is only 12.
It's okay, we can use a tape measure. There we go. So this is only 12 inches. So what will we need to do to make 21 inches? Add another strip? Yes. So if we have 2 12-inch strips, how big is that?
24 inches.
24 inches. So do we need any more strips? No. So we have 24 inches. So we're just going to take some tape. You can use your glue. Did we tell you you needed glue? You need glue. You can use your glue or you can use some tape. And we're just going to take these 2 pieces, connect them here. There we go. And wrap that around. And now we should have a strip that's big enough to go around her noggin. And ta-da, we do. There's a little bit extra because remember her head is 1 inches and we have 24 inches, which is perfect. And then we can just close it where, does that feel cool? Or a little looser? Huh?
It feels fine.
Okay. So this is where we'll tape it. So Kayla, you go ahead and tape that. There we go. All right, now we're going to take all of the beautiful flowers we have that are already dry. Ta-da! And we are going to create our flower crown. Okay. You're going to take that bottom plastic piece from the bottom and remove it. And then you're going to take this center piece here and pull it out. All right?
Wouldn't it just follow loose?
Yes, so now your flowers will likely follow loose. If it's still wet, your fingers will have color on it. If they're dry, then you should be fine. All right, so now we have all these different petals, and I'm going to take the petals one by one, starting with the bottom, and I'm going to put glue. There we go. I'm going to put glue, I just went way too wide. But I'm going to put glue there, and I'm just going to line the hole back up. All right, and you can have your petals stagger one another, or you can have them stacked up the same way. Kayla, will you add the next layer for me?
Okay.
That layer. And then after you get to the top layer, you're going to take, and I'll take green. You can use any color. You can use a contrasting color. You can use the same color. You're going to take your pom-poms. If you do not have pom-poms, you can use a small circle of construction paper. You can use anything like a bead or anything. You're just going to take that and you're going to put glue around the circle, and then you're going to stick your pom-pom right in the center. Yeah, like so. And to that top layer. What? I still need glue for that next layer. All right, and then let's put some glue right around. Excuse me. There we go. I went too wide on the glue, but that's okay. It will dry clear. and put the pom-pom right in the center. Okay? Obviously, we would want this to dry, so I'm actually going to just take one that's already drier and use that to start showing you how to do your flower crown. All right, guys. So now we have this cool headband. I would definitely do my flower crown across this place right here that has tape just to cover it up. All right. So we're going to arrange our flowers how we want to use them. So what color flowers would you like to use? And let's actually take a little peek of our flowers right now currently. Those are...
Well, mine's going faster than yours.
Yep, yours is going faster than mine. We're racing. All right. But these are already dry. Kayla, what happened with this one? You thought you messed it up, but it actually turned out to be the prettiest flower of them all. Love this flower. Let's take ones that have... All right. So basically, you're just going to arrange your flowers on your headband, just like this. So you take a flower, either take some glue, or if you want to staple it, by all means staple, but you can take some glue and literally just stick it on here and then arrange your flowers in such a way that they look beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, and Kayla is actually just adding glue to the pom-poms and putting them on the flower. I'm going to start arranging the flowers on the...
Wow, Kayla shares facts about Frida Kahlo.
Exaggerated her facial hair and her self-portraits.
Ooh. So she definitely, she had a unibrow, thicker unibrow, but she exaggerated extra mustache hair and a goatee hair in her portraits as a feminist. She wanted to defy gender norms.
Red.
No, you didn't. That one was red. Frida was known as the queen of self-portraits. She painted 143 pieces and 55 of them were self-portraits. Cool.
Hey, how old was she?
I think one of those will tell you.
Okay.
And I want to layer this. Okay, so I want to stack. I want to stack and layer this. It's starting to look really pretty, but I want it to be really full. So I will likely take a stapler because the glue is wet right now and I want to be able to show you guys. So you can do it with the glue and actually let it sit and dry, but because I have to hold it up and show you guys, I'm just going to give it a little staple. Yes.
Our flowers are almost done.
Oh, they are. They're moving fast. There we go. So I'm doing the stapler only to save being able to show you guys and hold it up because it's too wet right now.
Frida was born in Mexico, but her father was German.
There we go. What? You want to add a color? What color?
Maybe green.
Green?
Ooh, I have a better idea.
Our favorite one. All right.
It's a little wet.
It's a little wet. It's a little wet.
Do you think you should add it around instead of just on one spot?
I'm stacking them. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right, darling. You have the best ideas. All right, tell us something else about Frida.
Yes, it's necessary.
Okay.
It's necessary.
Okay, girl.
I was in a very bad bus crash at the age of 18. During her recovery, she began to paint.
Ah, so she started painting because of that very bad accident. She actually wanted to be, which is not in there, but she actually wanted to be a doctor when she grew up. But that changed because of that accident. Let's see. 1, 2. Ooh, that is so flowerlicious.
Not even a thing.
It's not. I just made up a word. Flowerlicious.
She was born July 6, 1907. She died July 13, 1954 at age 47.
Ah.
She was only 47 and she painted 143 pictures.
Wow. That means she was a hard worker, right?
She was born and died in the same house called La Casa Azul, the Blue House, which is known as Frida Kahlo Museum. What's it called?
Kahlo.
Frida Kahlo Museum.
So now it's located in Mexico City, the Frida Kahlo Museum, and that is where she was born and died, in the Blue House.
How did she die in the La Casa Azul?
That's a great question, and I'm going to allow you to research. Let's try this beautiful thing on your head.
Her name was originally spelled Frida, Frieda, means peace in German. But the way that
But now we spell it Frida, right?
Yeah.
Here we go.
So basically she was a peace spreader.
Let's see. Let me see.
Ooh.
Tickles.
This is the last one.
Is that too big?
Frida had polio at the age of 6. Had polio at the age of 6. Made her right leg thinner and shorter. From then on, she wore long, colorful skirts.
I made yours tall. Turn around, let me see. Oh, I had it crooked. And this, you can do it as a headband or all the way around. Let me look now. There we go. Sorry. Here we go.
Can I really see it myself?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm going to look in the mirror.
Beautiful flower crown.
Goodbye.
And I just want a flower.
This looks like
Can I put a flower here? Oh, it looks like your hair?
Yes.
Can I put a flower? I don't have anything to clip it with.
Clip
Do you like it?
Stable.
Yeah, your name. Oh, don't do that. Guys, where are you tuning in from? We probably already asked that by now.
How would you click in?
What colors are you doing with your flowers? I would love to know in the chat, what colors are you doing? What flower colors are you doing? And actually, our other flowers are almost complete. And I'm gonna get a pretty clip so I can show my flowers off. Yeah. I want to make a crown. Beautiful.
You can try it on.
You think my head can fit in here?
I'm in your ponytail.
It might fit on my bun.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Let's see. What do we think, guys?
It fits perfectly.
Can we
on
rock
you.
it? Yeah, my head is a little bit bigger than yours because of this bun at the top, but we can do it. We can do
I think
it.
I have to be the same size as mine if you didn't have that bun.
Yeah, it might be the same size.
Hold on, wait. I want to use the same measure. Where'd you put it?
That's right.
Okay, let me measure your head.
All right, guys. So that is our first craft for Women's History Month with Frida Kahlo. We did a flower crown. So once you let your flowers dry, you can add them to your crown, arrange them how you look. This child is measuring my head. Oh!
Like you're 22 inch.
22 inches, okay. Arrange them how you like. I can't wait to see what you guys create with these flower crowns. Don't forget to tune in every Wednesday in the month of March at 11 a.m.
I'm trying to get it.
You
out of
might
your hair.
just leave it. Just leave it. Just leave it. Oh my goodness.
That looks great.
Oh my goodness.
Look.
She got it caught in my bun, guys.
I did not get caught in your bun. You got it caught in your bun. It was originally.
I just ripped it out.
You're missing pieces of your hair.
Oh my gosh. Okay. My lord. Okay.
We'll put it right here.
Okay.
Display.
Yes, let's display. All right. Join us every Wednesday at 11 a.m. To create a new Women's History craft. Next week, we will be creating the Descent collar from Ruth Bader Ginsburg. It's going to be super cool. And then you can look at our full lineup of crafts for the month of March using the Crayola event. And it will give you everything you need to know about Who's That Hero Women's History Month edition. For more fun, more craziness with me and this girl right here,
Hey!
crafts and all the things in between, visit us on all social media platforms at Dasher Creations or Calculate and Create. And don't forget to hashtag Crayola Crafts in Dasher Creations and all of your crafts if you create these flower crowns and show us your beautiful works of art. We're super excited to see it. All right, guys. Don't forget to let us know how everything goes. We can't wait to create with you again. Until next week, bye. We can have like a what's it called? Encanto party. Isn't that kind of like Encanto? Yeah, it's like an Encanto party. We can do that.
Only for Isabella though, because she's the one who makes flowers.
She does. Isabella.